One of the first reasons you should go through this phase, right? One of the first reasons you should take on the player shit, for a little bit of your life again. And I don't mean all your life, but for at least a year or two of your life, you need to live it at a high level. The first reason is that you satisfy your natural desire, right? You satisfy that natural desire, thus contributing positively to your mental well-being, right? When you satisfy that piece of yourself and you know that you have that part of your life figured out, that contributes to positive mental health, right? Because success with the opposite sex, success with the opposite sex is paramount to positive mental health. That's why we're here in the first place. That's what we're born to do. And if you notice and you look around you, the people who can't do that and the people who fail at that suffer greatly mentally. Is a mental tax on not being good with the opposite sex. Look at women like feminists, or look at women who, got used and ran through and all of this shit by men and they couldn't figure men out. Look at them now. Look how bitter they are now. Look at the incel culture. Look at the guys who are incel and MGTOW, how miserable they are. Look at the guys who run up, take the AKs and the ARs and go do bad stuff at schools and churches and kill people and shit like that. Them dudes ain't getting no pussy. They can't get pussy. And that's the root of why they mad. You see what I'm saying? They not successful at what they here to do. You see what I'm saying? You here as a man, you here to do great things, advance your society, make your society a better place, and you here to reproduce. You here to be good with the opposite sex, men and women. And when you can't do that, it's going to tax your mental health. This is why when your woman leave, you depressed. This is why when your woman cheat on you, you depressed. This is why when you're a virgin and you jack off all day, you get depressed because you're not successful. This is why when a woman rejects you, it makes you feel bad. You see what I'm saying? This is why when you can't get girls, it fucks with your confidence. Just like with women. When women can't keep a man around past sex, it fucks with their confidence. When all men want to do is smash a chick, it's going to fuck with her confidence. It's going to kill her confidence. It's going to kill her mental health. You see what I'm saying? When women be having all them bodies and they ain't got nothing to show for it, they be fucked up here. I believe that's God's way of taxing you at failing. You see what I'm saying? So taxing you mentally. There's no secret. Again, when you look at incels and feminists and all this shit, the common denominator is that they suck at the opposite sex. And so when you satisfy that, it's going to contribute positive to your mental well-being. One of the main sources of confidence that come from a man is his ability to get laid. That is a main source of confidence. You can see a guy who's broke. You can see a guy who's broke with nothing going on in his life. If he can get pussy, he walking around with his head up. This is why men measure other men, when they walk in a room, by the chick that's on his arm. There's no coincidence why this happens. It's a big part of life, and don't let nobody else convince you otherwise. That's why you're watching this podcast. That's why the person who lied to you on their podcast made a podcast in the first place. This is a very, very important piece of life. So make sure you get good at this, and make sure you get good at it as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? They tell you, oh, just chase excellence, just chase excellence, just chase success, chase the money, get your money, self-improve, be great, of course, but don't neglect this part of your life, bro. You cannot neglect this part of your life. Ask me why I'm saying that. Because I have clients who chase the money all their life, and now they 45 years old and they have to trick. Or when they get a woman, the woman is running circles around them. Yeah, they got all the money, the cars and all that shit, but they can't keep it. They can't get a woman to like them, none of that, without spending their fucking money, and they tired of it. I have clients that pay me to fix that. You see what I'm saying? Get this part of your life figured out. It's very, very important. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And the people who telling you otherwise, it's because they failed at it. Misery loves company. They telling you, oh, fuck them, to hell with women. You don't need them. Live by yourself. Be a monk for the rest of your life. You don't need all this shit. If you look at their background, the reason they say that is because they failed and they want you to be like them. Misery loves company. This is a very, very important piece of life. A very important part of life. And best believe the men who got their podcast telling you to live a certain type of way, in the background, they got bitches, or trying to at least. From the money that they make, from preaching that hate to y'all, they take that money and they level themselves up, and now they start attracting women. Trust me. This is a very, very important. Relationships are a very, very important part of life. I didn't say get married or be in a monogamous relationship, but what I am saying is that you need to learn how to be good with women. You need to learn how to be good with the opposite sex, because it's going to contribute to your mental health positively. You're not wrong for that. You're not a simp for that. You are a human being. That's what you're put here to do. Don't let these guys make you feel crazy, because the fact that you can get girls adds to your confidence. The fact that you can get laid adds to your confidence. It's supposed to. It goes hand in hand. The feelings you feel when you conquer a woman is not a coincidence. It's supposed to be like that. So you can keep doing it, so you can, sustain society. So you can sustain your genes and you can reproduce, and we can just keep it moving. There's a reward for being good with women. It's by design. Don't let people make you feel bad. Oh, you shouldn't tie, you shouldn't you shouldn't have to chase women to feel good about yourself and that blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to all that shit. I feel good. I feel good that I'm good with women. Oh, you shouldn't want female validation, and you're a simp if you want female validation. That's bullshit, bro. Everything we do is for validation from the opposite sex. Everything. Somehow, some way. Whether it's to get revenge because somebody didn't want you, because you was trying to level up to get revenge on a woman, or you was trying to attract women, whatever. Everything that you see, every product that you see, some man was trying to get the attention of some woman. That is the driving force behind all society. Validation from the opposite sex. Everything women do subconsciously revolves around validation from the opposite sex, and everything that you do and everything you're trying to do. So let's cut the games out. Let's stop the bullshit. Stop letting these dudes lie to you. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what a part of the human experience. The people who make something wrong with it are jaded and damaged, and they hurt. And I'm not saying that on some, oh, who hurt you shit, but it just is what it is. The same way when you see women, oh, fuck these dudes ain't shit. We swearing off men. We don't need men. All men must die and all that. Why is it different when a woman say that? Why is it different than when a man say it? It's the same thing. They going through the same shit. They've swore off the opposite sex. Disdain things that you can't have. The reason that they feel like that is because they failed and they want company. Misery loves company. So again, you want to satisfy your natural desire. Your natural desire. When you do that, it's going to contribute positively to your mental health. You see what I'm saying? You don't see too many people who do wild shit. Like, again, run up in schools and run up in that's good with women. Or, these old, heinous crimes and, fucking with kids and all this old bullshit. You don't see people who good with women, men who good with women, you don't see them doing that. You see what I'm saying? All of that stuff has a effect on the fact that it fucks with their mind, and it warps their mind to do weird, dumb shit, wild shit. I'm not saying that that's the only reason. Yeah, you got upbringing, you got trauma, you got, whatever the reason, and none of that shit is no excuse. But I'm not saying that, oh, it's just because of they not good with women, but there's a common denominator if you look at all those guys. You feel what I'm saying? So remember, success with the opposite sex is imperative to positive mental health.